Hello, welcome back, chat. Welcome to the stream. We are just chatting this stream. I figured I might as well go ahead and knock out some standing before stream, but I couldn't quite remember which one gave the most standing from just doing it, so I figured, okay, while I'm doing this, I'm going to set up stream, start it. When 2 comes around, we'll get to actually chatting. Then I had a bunch of that happen. I kept getting flung off the board. I ran into like 3 different lobbies where it wouldn't let me have host, and then from that, it would just straight up lag me through the map, and it just kept piling on time taken. So I'm like, okay, I'm through with that. I'm gonna start hosting my own lobby, and from here, works. Right now I'm host, and that's what the stable connection is for this game in particular. With any luck, there should be a calm music. I'm trying to race and stream at the same time. Be quiet. Good grief. Crazy alarms going off. It is 2 now. So we were early starting. I thought we were late. Good waited for my alarm. That's on me. In either case. This should be my last one. Should be. Let's see if it is. I wanted to chat on a bunch of stuff. Because honestly, I've had a lot to do these past couple of months. A lot. Well, it's a lot. I don't work. I don't have a job. I don't have a job. I don't have a 9 to 5. My 9 to 5 is a combination of streaming, editing, posting, and day trading. And then for these streams and videos I intend to make from this stream, a bunch of other stuff. And I've learned in the past couple of days different workflows that work for different people, for different.
You get a little excited when you shop at Burlington.
Okay. I don't know what. Okay, sure.
Saves you up to 60% off other retailers' prices every day. Will it be the low
No,
prices?
I don't understand. Okay, sure. I guess it's because he was doing the event. I'm not. Don't really care. Either way. I guess it's not my last one. Either way. Wanted to talk about a new game that came out. I want to talk about my videos. What videos I intend to make. Why am I making videos? What gives me the ability to say I'd be good at making videos? Well, I find myself okay at games. Not good, not bad, but okay. I also find myself sometimes pretty funny. I find some funny stuff in games sometimes, and I'm built around just chilling, having a good time. However, I understand videos I create on YouTube are quite random. They're just chopped up vlogs at the moment of past streams. There's nothing really edited about them aside from the chop up and then mashed together, right? And then, of course, just the lack of love to those videos. And I've been so worried about YouTube's guidelines for vulgar language, the different kinds of conduct, and of course the many different instances where I have friends in the lobby who just want to blast music over the mic, and I'm over here like, okay, I don't mind the music. I really don't. I don't really care because I can turn them down in my ear. But YouTube has a thing where if you play a certain kind of track for more than a span of time, automatically it tries to declare it yours, or it treats it as though you're declaring it as yours, and that's not correct. by any means. It's just not right. Um, it's just not good. I imagine. Hang on, I'll actually show you. 62. I have hit standing at day on this. Okay, so let's just see what's happening. Making sure. Yes, 0. Good. We're almost done with Thank Kids. Woo. Okay. Go ahead and close out of this. Let me swap to this. Hi. Pause on that as well because, yeah, that's. I hope that did not. I was playing music that whole time. Big oof. Well, that'll be the difference, I guess. That'll be me trying to figure out whether or not I need to cut that whole bit out. I guess for YouTube's sake. Hi, welcome to stream. Welcome to A Day with Orb. I really ought to name it that. A Day with Orb. Maybe. I don't know. I wanted to just chat this stream because I can't really think of anything to do outside of play games. And honestly, just I don't know. Just talk. Just chat. I got a bunch of stuff I would like to do game-wise. And a whole bunch more stuff I'd like to do creating the D&D world we did the past couple of streams, but I figured I'd change it up this one. I figured, okay, let's go ahead and actually chat, you know? Not many people can say they can just chat and be good at stuff. Yeah. So, hi. This is me chatting. I guess let's fall back to what I was saying before about my videos, because I don't know what else to chat about at the moment aside from games, where I am, where I want to be, where I want to go, and of course, how do I see myself getting there, right? My videos in particular, right? Let's go ahead and just do this because why not? Hello, let's see if, oh good, it did. Boom. So, you already know about this channel here, but you can even see that, hello, I am, oh well, hot dog, this one. Boop. Bam. You can even see me here being live and stuff. Big yay. Yay, yay, yay. Anyway, you can see all these past VODs of mine. We've been streaming for a little while now. And it wasn't until this one here that I really started getting into streaming multiple hours on end. You can see I've been trying to stick with a schedule, and these VODs can be found on another channel we'll get to in a second. From here, actually, I wonder, can I swap this to... One moment. I'm a BRB. I want to see something right quick, because if I can add that and sign into that, I can just show you via that. And just like that, we're back. Sorry, did not mean for that to take the time that it did. But you can see we have 4 channels here. They're all relative in content. Each one has me in it. I'm the creator of all 4 of these. To start off, we have the live channel with the vaults stuff, right? You can see the channel description. If you don't want to read this, that's okay. I'll sum it up for you. This is the home for all the VODs I stream. So if you are interested in watching some broadcasts you might have missed from Twitch or YouTube or anything like that, right? You could check out essentially Orb's Vault on YouTube, and the link will look something like this right here. Right? You have Orb's Vault right there. You can essentially type that link in, and from that link you'll be directed to this page here where you can literally look at the videos I put up. Each one is a VOD of the lives from all of these, with the exception of a few being like very split up in different content, and as a result you're gonna have different stuff all together from each one of these. Every time I stream, I upload the VOD directly to this and to my Patreon here. Okay, this is my Patreon. This is the page, right? If I want to, so I'm gonna view this as member. I think I can do that. Viewing as, let's say, paid member. You can join this completely for free, right? Just so we're on the same page. Patreon hosts every VOD completely uncensored, uncut, unedited, on everything, okay? Every single one of them can be viewed for absolute free. That's what the VODs are, okay? The edited down versions will have 2 versions, right? We will have the first one, right? The first one will be completely uncensored. All the blood, guts, and gore, all the violence, all the swearing, the vulgar language, the like, will be hosted here. The uncensored, vulgar parts of the stream, the VOD, because each one of these is like 3.5 hours, 4 hours, daggum, this is 1 hour. You have multiple different like VOD lengths, and what I want to do is cut them up completely uncensored, mash them together, and from that create a video you can enjoy. Unfortunately, YouTube does not like vulgar language, it doesn't like violence, it doesn't like blood, guts, and gore, it doesn't like anything inappropriate or anything being marketed to those under 18. A lot of games in the past have been rated lesser, and as a result of that, and the difference in everyone's palette when it comes to the content they view online, you just can't post that stuff anymore on YouTube. And as a result of that being a thing, as a result of that being the case, a lot of it's got to get censored out. From that, on that note specifically, that's what Patreon is for. Orb's Vault is for VODs after I've censored them, edited them. Like, I won't chop them up unless they are needed to get chopped up, right? I will not censor them unless it's egregious and there are certain words that just don't fly on YouTube. And if it's overbearing, like I honestly was lucky this right here didn't get flagged. I'm kind of happy this didn't get flagged because there was a lot of violence in that. It's all video games, that's what this is, right? This right here is all just video game, like fiction violence, nothing real. A lot of this is essentially just that, though. Complete video game fiction violence. Because of the nature of some video games being rated M for mature or higher for anyone over 18, right? Those VODs will be completely uncensored and posted to Patreon. If you're interested in watching that, you can find it here at Orb's Vault. You can also find it literally in the same spot for each one of these 3 channels here. Twitch viewers, this is what your link looks like if you're wanting to go from YouTube to Twitch, because the stream is honestly, it looks a lot better there on Twitch than it does here on YouTube. I put that link in the description of YouTube stuff. And in the event your hardware for some reason wants to act up with Twitch's services, you can also check me out on YouTube. The link to that can be found. And let's just go ahead and look at it, because why not? I'm going to pause this because it's in the way. We're going to go to this here, and we're going to go to About. Boom. And from here, you can see YouTube, right? We'll click on that, and it brings you, guess what? Directly back to Orb's Vault. It's a loop. Get it? Patreon's linked here. My Discord is linked here. I have a Reddit and a TikTok linked here, as well as on YouTube. So you can be sure to check that out. Let's go ahead and actually change that right quick, because this is a just chatting stream. I don't want to confuse you guys. Let me go ahead and that right there. This, I wish to edit this. How do I I can't see this right here. This is what I'm after. I wish to this. I'm not playing Soulframe. That's one of the games I do want to talk about too. Yay! We are now chatting stream. Ooh. But yeah, you can find your link there. You can find it as well as on Twitch. Let's continue on with the 3 channels. Let's start with the most obvious one, the Gaming Orb from Orb's Vault or from Twitch. As you saw on Twitch, there's only like a limited number of links I can put into the channel description or the stream description for that specifically. So you'll have to go to Orb's Vault in order to catch all those 3 links, and then from there you have the redirect back to Twitch for streams, right? And then of course you have the links to the other 2 channels linked throughout all of this. The obvious channel here, the Gaming Orb, you can find it via this link up here. You can find it via the link I just clicked on from Orb's Vault, or you can type in at the Gaming Orb on YouTube and you will find this red symbol. Hi, that's me. Go ahead and click on that and it will direct you to this page. This page has all the videos, and this is what I was mentioning before, right? You have VODs, uncensored, uncut. Those go to Patreon. You have VODs censored and sometimes cut up. Those go to Orb's Vault. You have videos that are uncensored, cut up versions, and completely edited down to the best video, honestly, I could make, and that goes to Patreon. From those videos, if those videos have any vulgarity in it or insane blood, guts, and gore in it, somewhat gets flags on YouTube, or I see it as a problem because I'd like to get, monetized on this channel eventually, I'll need to take essentially every single bit of the not so nice stuff out, and you get essentially dummy videos meant for kids, because everyone really likes the stuff meant for kids, even though this right here, like all of this was okay, all of this was okay, the most of this was okay. I don't know how this was okay. All of this was alright. I'm guessing that's just because it's video game stuff, but if you're not wanting to go the link route and you just want to go to the channel and then see the other 2, I have literally 2 on every single channel mentioned on the channel page. Just scroll all the way down, select the one you want to see, and boom, there you are. Same goes for Orb's Vault. If you want to go to the home page on Orb's Vault, you can literally see these 2 here. I haven't messed around with Twitch's page. I'm not entirely sure how to get that to really pop the way it's supposed to. Kind of like how YouTube does it, but meh, it's a big old meh, in my opinion. This is ground zero for literally all of my work. I post a lot of videos here, and we are 374 subscribers in. I'm really working on getting these videos edited to a fine-tuned point, because I could view any one of these and there are cuts in them, yes, but the transitions, the sound effects, the volumes in some of them, the visual effects, a lot of the PNGs you see, like I remember seeing editing, yeah, these 2 right here. I edited these 2. I put PNGs in both of them. I put some subtitles. No, that's the game subtitles. I put a bunch of stuff into this. And I know I could have done better. This is something I want to work on. I want to get good at. Something I've also found a bit of a balancing act issue, I guess. I play a lot of Warframe. Warframe is a looter shooter, very grindy. This video is not sponsored. This stream is not sponsored. Video game, looter shooter, RPG, MMO, huge game with a huge amount of content in it. Unfortunately, to get anywhere in that game, you need time and patience because you're getting nowhere and fast unless you like have someone carrying you around the star chart. It's gonna take you like hard grinding 8 hours a day for like a week just to get through it, and that's not completing the whole star chart. That's just getting from point A to point B in the star chart. To complete the whole thing, you might want to consider 2 weeks instead of 3. That's hardcore grinding at 8 hours a day, mind you. But the point is, on Warframe, I play a lot of it, and I play so much that it is predominantly the one video game I have posted the most of on my channel. I'm looking to change that. Though it's fun, it is not an eye catcher for you guys. I understand this. I am aware of it. I need to get better at not posting as much Warframe. As much fun as I have with it, and as often as I stream it on Mondays, that is what I've done. I have redone the schedule to minimize the amount of Warframe I see on a VOD. So you'll see like 1, maybe 2 hours of Warframe. And then after that, you'll have a huge stream Friday, 5 hours long of, I'm hoping, many different games or a new game that we haven't played yet. And from that, you get the most out of it. Here recently, it's been Soulframe. Soulframe was a new game that it has been released. It's in its alpha. I got a key for it, and it's the first alpha I've ever actually participated in. The first beta I participated in was Destiny. And that was a long time ago in a land far away. I wish I had the ability. I wish I had the ability to do YouTube as efficiently as I can now, because the time I had on my hands then would have propelled me so much further today. But life came, kicked me in the teeth, and now I'm here. Yes, I'm a little better off, but at the same time, I could have done with that time. That could have been time spent towards mastering this. It really could have, with very little. So I had room to grow. Now it's like I've grown, but the room is still there to continue, because I'd like viewers and subscribers. That's how you make money. That's how you make a living off of this. But I digress. Aside from that, Warframe is a very, very long game. I've played a lot of it. I've enjoyed it very much. I've hit Master Rank 30. That's like a long time in the game. And I do mean like very, very, very long time of just sitting and playing in the game for a while. That's been over the past several years now. But yeah, going back to the channel, because I've spoke too much about Warframe already. This channel is primarily built around gaming. You won't see hardly any other kind of content on this channel unless I deem it okay, and okay for gamers specifically. And this could range from tabletop games to video games to outdoor games to potentially some sports. I am not gonna say it's not a possibility, but I am not a sports guy. I have worked out before. I have played a sport or two, but nothing like super professional, something like I can enjoy. I don't enjoy sports. I don't care for sports. Big old meh, in my opinion. So this channel is primarily meant around gaming. You won't see anything other than gaming on this. Moving on to Orb Plus. Again, if you want to see where that channel is, you can find it here. You can find it pretty much here. Go to Orb Plus, right? Or you can scroll all the way down to the bottom of the home page, right? You gotta click on that home page. Go to Orb Plus here. Boom. This is Orb Plus. Very small channel, my smallest channel by far. This channel is host to literally everything personal to me. All the little adventures I have, all the little stuff I want to learn along the way of really being a good YouTuber, being a good day trader. Right now, I'm learning day trading, and that is the primary focus of this channel, is just day trading until I get super good with profits, and from that, I have revenue that I can then fuel the fire for Orb's Vault, and Orb Minus. This is the ground zero de facto channel for everything like new and family friendly. You're not going to see one age restricted channel or video on this unless YouTube has a special rule that no one likes and just bonks the crap out of the video for whatever reason. But yeah, that's pretty much this channel. It's just me learning stuff, having fun with the family, friends, hanging out with others, having a good time, all family friendly. Really nice channel to view. As you can see, there's not many videos. There's just not. It's just because I haven't really cared to post on this channel, really. If you want to check it out, feel free. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff within this, and you could become a profitable trader, more profitable than I am. As you can see, we took 1, 2, I think, nope. So we took 1, 2, and 3 trades here, made almost $12,000 off of all 3 of those. I got good, I got lucky, and I broke away from this with my head held high. And since then, we haven't taken a trade because market has been very stupid. I post one video now, one video a day, 5 days a week, around like 10, 11, 12-ish, and typically when I don't post, it's usually because we cannot take a trade. And here recently, like this video will go into more detail as to what happens when I post it, and there is still no trade. And of course you have, like, I'll title it different stuff so you know, hey, I took a trade today, or nope, I didn't take a trade today because of this reason. So I'm currently working on my fluidity when it comes to day trading. Aside from that, you can see these 2 shorts here. You got some random stuff. You have TikTok that me and my brothers made. You have my brother's first time riding a motorcycle. My dad teaching him how, like what to expect, what not to expect, but yeah, you have a bunch of that stuff on that channel. Really cool stuff, in my opinion. I know that seems like really boring, but in actuality, it's a way of life, and I am open to it. Next up, we have Orb Minus. This is the de facto. I can't scroll down because of YouTube, and if I do scroll down, it's like light speed, scroll down fast as possible. Orb Minus is it's the amateur firearm enthusiasts content channel, right? I like my firearm content, I do, and we tend to do a lot on this channel. I haven't done much recently because, well, monies, right? When I start making a revenue, this will be one of the channels that comes back to life, because I will have something that can fuel the ammo consumption, and how expensive that is. It's a very expensive endeavor, to say the least. But yeah, this is the gun channel that I host, and as you can see, we have 87 videos, 80 subscribers. It's the 2nd largest channel I have. I'm surprised I've gotten it that high over the past couple of years. I am looking forward to getting back into doing this kind of content. If you want to see this kind of content, hit that subscribe button on Orb Minus specifically. Show that channel some love and support. In the event, for whatever reason, you don't see a video post here after I've started it back up, you'll see it on Patreon. I intend to, once this starts back up and I have videos to post, I'll have a bunch of stuff like compiled, because I shoot different angles all throughout these videos. They're really fun, really enjoyable to watch. Nothing violent, nothing graphic. It's just us shooting stuff on the range, having fun. But yeah, typically if I see a video and it's in real life or in video game or movie or whatever, and it's just not YouTube friendly, this is the de facto channel it'll go to. And my thought process is, if it gets flagged on this channel for whatever reason, right, instantly it's getting taken off, like it'll get appealed and all that fun jazz. It'll go through, the channel will be fine. That video specifically will then be posted to Patreon and locked behind a paywall because YouTube doesn't like people under 18 watching certain stuff. And from that, you have content you can enjoy, and YouTube has content they can overbearingly govern. Anyway, again, each one of these channels has links here you can go to. Each one of them is still up. I mean, you have the Patreon listed on every single one, the Twitch listed on every single one. You have TikTok and the Reddit listed on all the main these three here. I'm pretty sure all three of these are listed, like the Gaming Orb, Orb Plus, and Orb Minus are all listed on Orb's Vault version of this page. From Orb's Vault, the only way to get back to it is through Twitch, and then from that YouTube link in the channel description on Twitch, that will be your brand loop back to Orb's Vault to view those VODs, because realistically speaking, the best stream is one that runs smooth, and that stream is ultimately going to be found on Twitch. So you have the Twitch link there. My videos are a big old meh, in my opinion. I'm going to close out of this now because that's not fun. I hope that did not pop up. I don't think that popped up. I'm not going to, I'm not going to go into that, but I hope that did not pop up on stream. That would suck. That would very much so suck. In either case, my videos are big old meh. They kind of suck. I don't put much love into them. I don't edit them very much, and I don't have the resources to go and get an editor. Editors are expensive, and I know why. So the past couple of days, I've been looking at videos and essentially trying to learn how to edit, how to establish a workflow that's comfortable for me, so I'm not constantly streaming, editing, and posting 24/7 throughout my day, and so you can also have BRB. I'm being summoned. Had so many people just... Yeah, you saw him. There you go. The reflection on the screen got me. Like, he wanted me to clean something and figured, hey, new content for Orb Minus. Woo, go there, do that. Ooh. I'm like, okay, sure, I have no problem cleaning it, but I can't do it on stream because YouTube's a pain when it comes to anyone holding a firearm or anything like that. They literally, in their guidelines, have no one can hold a firearm, and I find that very niche of them. Only YouTube could do that. Makes life a little bit more interesting when it comes to streaming that kind of content, because you just can't do it on stream. So I have to figure out how I'm going to do that with having one version completely edited and the other not, and then having to post it to different platforms, and yada yada yada. I think I have a workaround though for the whole censored bit and uncensored bit, right? So that way you have one VOD going one way, one VOD going to the other, and both are so separate that there can't be any mistake. There's no what's it called? There is no problem with either Patreon or YouTube because they both comply with their egregious standards. Plain and simple. Yeah. I just say I'm still streaming Soul Frame on this. I'm not. Let's get that. That's good. Weird. Anyway, aside from that, going back to what I was saying about YouTube, or actually the videos, specifically the VODs, I'm trying to figure out a way to get that to work, right? I'm going to get the hardware so where when I stream, I have one that's uncensored, one that's completely censored, and then they go wherever they need to. That way, everyone can enjoy the content at the exact same time, and they're not having to wait for an edit later on after I've posted it because, oh no, it's bad. We don't want our kids seeing, you know? You get that point. Anyway, aside from that, yeah, like all the uncensored crap will be to Patreon, censored stuff will be to YouTube. Twitch is not going to have any VODs, so if you do wind up seeing stuff on there, chances are I posted it a while ago, in which case, enjoy that a little bit. It's not going to happen again. I'm not posting to Twitch anymore. Aside from streams, that's it. I mean, Twitch does not get shorts. They don't get nothing else. All of my shorts content going to TikTok, unless it's like YouTube oriented and it's like channel specific, right? That'll be the only like real placement I have for that kind of content. Aside from that, yeah, I mean that's where I'm going. My thought process on point A to point B, because right now I has no money, so I can't really afford much, right? My thought process is I'm going to get good at editing. That's number one. I have to get really good at editing because I don't have an editor and my videos deserve to have something good in them so you guys have the most deserving video to watch. Aside from that, I am looking for a group. I'm looking for a team. I'm looking for collaborators. I'd like to collab with people. I'm looking to collab with other gamers. I'm looking to collab specifically on games. I'm looking to collaborate on YouTube for YouTube videos that you can show to anyone under 18 and not get struck down by the hammer of red. Am I funny? Yes. In that situation, like, I have to be in the game. I have to, like, I can be funny. I think I can. I think I can be funny. Maybe. I don't know. I know I'm okay with games. I'm not bad. I'm not too terrible. I'm not a god. I'm not a goat at it. I'm not bad, though. I can say that. I'm not super bad at games. So there are some I suck at, but others not so much. Others I can pretty much pick up and go with. Running out of thoughts. Yeah, I'm here. I don't know what to do, so stiff. Warframe is fun. Not Warframe. Dadgummit. Warframe is fun for me, not for others. Soulframe is fun. Me and my brothers had some fun. We had a couple instances where, because the game's not in a finished state, we found glitches that we haven't seen from modern day games in such a long time. It's honestly refreshing to see these glitches happen. Not exploits either, just genuine. The game's not finished, and because of it, we found where it's not finished, and it was amazing. It was fun. But I messed up. I messed up a little bit. How did I mess up? I messed up when I tried to enable the mic on the very first, like, get-go. Like, the video, the VOD I put up, I believe it was on this channel, on Orbs Vault. I believe it was here. I put a VOD up of Warframe and Soulframe. I played the two. One Warframe for an hour, like less than an hour, I want to say, and then Soulframe. Soulframe I managed to hop onto, and I played that junk for like 5 hours, and after stream, after I had like got done with it, I don't even think I uploaded it. I like split up the VOD to where it was all Warframe, and then I think I released. I should go back and see, because I'm pretty sure I put it on something. I don't know what I put it on though. I thought I put it on this. Let's see. So yeah, this one right here. I played Warframe for about 55 out of this, and then for the remaining 2 hours that you see here, I legit played Soulframe to the best of my ability. I think I ended this VOD with me learning the melee controls, all the nuances of combat stuff, so that way I can get a better grasp on my strategy when approaching enemies. And it was it was interesting to watch. It reminded me of like an anime where you had that one character who doesn't know his strengths, he doesn't know his own limits, and so instead of going the route of, okay, let's go on an adventure, he really just goes off on his own and starts whacking the air with a stick. I did that. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, because I only see one person of the 8 subscribers, and it's not me that viewed it. I sat there and like edited this down. I've seen it like 6 times. I don't need to view it again. I sat here for a minute, like, playing the game and having a good time. The game was amazing. Very unfinished, but amazing nonetheless. I don't want to spoil too much because I know it's in the alpha, and I think somewhere along the line someone said there is like a character reset, a player reset, before they release the beta, right? I believe the beta is going to be run with keys, if I'm not mistaken. It has gamepad support, so I imagine what's going to happen is they're going to release the beta to all platforms, and then from there they'll continue rolling out updates as they see fit until the final release. And then once it's been released, there will be like a founders pack-ish. If not on the release, it'll be the beta that there will be a founders pack, kind of like Warframe. From there, you just get that, and boom, you have a huge amount of stuff you can do stuff with. But Soulframe's similar like Warframe, with the exception of the amount of loot you need to do stuff. Granted, yes. I know there is some loot to be had in the game currently. There is some hard loot to grind out in the game because, let's be honest, they know what they're doing when it comes to the rarity of some elements. I'm looking at Tellurium, Endo, Argon Crystals, Nightingale Extract, Vitus Essence, Steel Essence. Like, unless it's like subtract all the game specific stuff. I know I just mentioned a lot of essences from Warframe that are mode specific. Get Tellurium. You can get Tellurium from pretty much anywhere, but at the same time, unless you're gung-ho like hunting it down, you're not gonna see it. And sometimes, most of the time, you'll probably miss it, to be completely honest. I just turned that off. I don't know why I tried like backing out of that. But Soulframe's pretty dang good. About the rarity of their elements at the moment, there's really only like, I want to say 4 or 5 quests you can do in the game, and 4 of them are like for side characters. That's literally it. And then the main quest has you at the end of a boss, and then that boss is, I'm guessing, the first one in the game, and it is it's relative to the faction you chose at the beginning, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, that's essentially what it is. Outside of that faction you choose, there is a second faction within the game, and it's more like Cetus than it is anything else. It's more like Cetus in the sense that it is a social HUD and everything else is open world. That's the cool thing about this game too, is that it's open world. You can literally go anywhere, and it's open. It's not planets you select from Orbiter. You can literally invite people into your game and just adventure, and it's a breath of fresh air because you don't have randoms joining you left, right, center. Granted, they could. Instead, it takes on the presence of a public era like Dark Souls, except instead of it being a public version of it where people can just come and go as they please, you still have to invite people, and it's in Warframe fashion where you can just invite, sent, delivered, accept, joined. Plain and simple. Outside and away from that, there's a huge amount even in the alpha to discover. We're currently working with Preludes 9. I'm not entirely sure if that's like a version or if that's just their current update that they're on. But in the alpha, Preludes 9, I don't know what all they've added outside of like they took away some weapons, a weapon slot, if I'm not mistaken. There used to be 2 weapon slots, as far as I know. And it had something to do with being bugged. Like something wasn't adding up the way it was supposed to. Some people were having issues with it. Some people just could not, like they didn't have it, and so they took it out completely. They just disabled it. From there, they're working on that, and there's like a huge. There's a range of things you can do that you could not do before that are still in the game, and from the perspective of someone who has only ever experienced a beta, this alpha is, in my opinion, good. With the exception of like a couple things, like I could I can go on and on about the things I found in there that honestly they're to be expected in an incomplete game. They are. I just don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. You know? But yeah, I'm currently like addicted to both Soulframe and Warframe at the same time. I'm thinking to juggle, like I want to say for streams on Mondays, I kind of want to replace Warframe with Soulframe because it is an ever-growing game. Granted, Warframe is an ever-growing game too, and honestly, it's just gotten out of its tutorial. Warframe has, and there doesn't seem to be an end in sight at the moment. And Soulframe is supposed to be a sister project run alongside Warframe. We don't know if that's going to be like a continuous thing. Right now, it's very much in the alpha. It's nowhere near release date, right? There isn't even a tutorial. There's like a mini, okay, you go here, talk to this guy. Oh, guess what? You're done with the game. That's pretty much it. Aside from that, I kind of want to replace Warframe with more streamlined games. Like I want to shuffle Warframe around and make the schedule say random like mainstream game day, and then have Friday be the random like non-mainstream game day, right? Realistically speaking, I like the idea of only streaming 2 hours Monday and then increasing that increment for Wednesday and then Friday. It just helps me out in the long run. Helps me, like, allows me to edit videos without the overbearing presence of, oh, I have to stream for this huge amount of time and edit this huge amount of footage down and then post to an audience that already doesn't like my videos. I understand. I get it. You just don't like my videos. It's completely fine. I'm working on getting better content out. That's the whole point of me growing on YouTube, is getting better content out, and of course having a huge amount of editing done in the video, so that way at least you have something to watch and it's not complete garbage like I've been posting the past couple of days. Plain and simple. Yeah. Thing is though, what games want to replace Warframe with? Because Warframe's one of those games, again, it's so saturated, just like Soulframe right now kind of is. So saturated with a bunch of stuff you could do, and it could take you... Warframe can take you years to get from point A to point B. I'm still ranking stuff up. You saw it here on stream just now. I'm still ranking stuff up. And I'm MR30. MR30 is a huge, long journey away from zero. Very large amount of content done by MR30. Very large. And none of it's short by any means. Like, there's like a couple things that might take a minute. Everything else is hours, days, weeks, or months. And the accumulation of it all is in years. Soulframe, because it's so early on, I can pretty much get done with that game confidently in a week span if it were just that game I was on, just playing Soulframe. I'm pretty sure I can get it done in a week with the amount of content in there. Pretty sure. That being said, I'm also fairly certain that there is other games that I'm going to wind up playing, getting addicted to, and not wanting to hop off of. Gamers be eating good, especially this past week. And from it, I'm going to have to make some decisions on what games I do play, what games I don't. And yeah, I'm trying to figure that mess out. Just that's what I'm doing, plain and simple. Aside from that, I had an idea last night. I'm playing a game of chess, but here's the cool part, right? It is the most extreme game of chess you have ever seen. You can't get more extreme. Like, every move, every piece taken down is another catastrophe, and it would be amazing. Like, the funny, like, memeable catastrophes. Very, very funny ones. Gaming ones, video ones, movies ones. Like, just to encompass the extremism of chess. I think it'd be fun to edit a video like that. Just a chess match. Have a little fun with that. Aside from that, though, what else do I want to talk about? I thought about selling 2 of my guns to better get a kickstart into day trading. I thought about it. I also thought about selling one of my laptops, or both of my laptops. Don't really know which. Both have their uses. However, they are equally they're equally moneyable. That makes sense? They're equally turn-awayable, and if I can make enough from them to invest and actually make double the amount, triple the amount, I could buy them back with little problem. But at the same time, I am working towards actually being a profitable trader, which is going to take time, and time in the end is going to have me spend monies. The mentality on that part is, it's got to change. I have to change that mentality, and it's a difficult one because I'm not a hoarder, but at the same time, I like spending my money. I like having a good time. I like eating. Gotta eat. I like gaming, and what's a game if I can't have the best stuff when it's first brought into like reality? I'd like to be able to, get that and have it pretty much good and said. I don't know. I don't know what I do. I don't know what I think I'm gonna do. Yeah. I'm gonna retitle the stream. Oh. Oh, that's a bad title. What's a good title for this stream? Yappers in Yappertown. I think that works. Title is updated. In the event you guys want to see that change, go ahead, just refresh your page. It'll bring you back to this, and then from that you can see the title change. Yappers in Yappertown. We're now Yappers. Yep, 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 yep. Yappertown. Yep, 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 yep. Anyway, I like Soulframe. I think Soulframe's pretty good. Let me know what you think about the music too. Like, I'm here for the next 5 hours? Not 5 hours. How long did I say I was going to stream for? I forgot. 2 hours on Monday. Today is... That's this. Three hours. I have 3 hours. Okay. Forgot how long I was supposed to be streaming for. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm also sorry for the shortened of stream time. I am one person and like my time open to availability because there are a lot of things that can happen in life, and without the availability ready at hand, that'd be a problem for anybody. Pretty sure. Too stressful, way too... Eh. I understand dedicating time to streaming, dedicating time to recording, dedicating time to editing, so at least it's completely different, like, unique all on its own. I'd like to be able to say, this right here is what I do for a living, and it's so stress-free that I can think without stressing. Because that was the thing I did a long time ago, was had so little availability because do everything all at once, right? I couldn't think without stressing. I remember having my blood pressure like spike and being at my wit's end with so much work that thinking was not a thing. And don't question me because thinking doesn't work. In any case, we're doing this now. What are we doing? Where am I? Who am I? Stuff. Stuffy stuff. Big stuff. We're approaching an hour on stream. We have 5 more minutes on the recording until we take our first break. What do I want to do? I don't want to touch D&D stuff because we did that the past 2 times I've done this kind of stream, and I don't want to overbearingly like govern a game and then come back around to stream and see a bunch of people like, oh no, you shouldn't be doing that because this is supposed to be a just chatting stream. You're supposed to talk to us. You're supposed to interact with us. I'm here. I'm interacting. I'm talking. That's what I'm doing now. Let me know something. Say something. Speak. I'm talking to the void. Having a little, what am I doing? I think on this first break of ours, I'm going to take into consideration intros and outros for videos just to get that perfected, because I have an idea that I think is going to look really good in video, right? Like when we go to edit stuff. I want to see exactly if it works, and if it does, I may have just created a new outro, and it's going to look and sound like really good because of the music I have in it, and because of like the general like branding of it. I think it'll look very nice. I think it will. I can't wait to figure it out. hope YouTube hasn't smited me for just featuring the Orb Minus channel. That would kinda suck. But anything yet, so I think we're good. I think. Oh yeah, it's 3. Wow. I forgot when I started streaming at 2, things are just starting to wake up. Like, everyone around me is starting to wake up. That's another thing you'll notice is I have, like, changed my sleep schedule all the way around from later videos to this one. Later videos, like, very, like, go back a year or two in postings, and you'll see where I have been staying up, like, all night long and going all the way to, like, 6 a.m. before I hop off. Right? That was towards the end of my job before I quit. And then now I'm legitimately just awake at 5 a.m., 4 a.m., 6 a.m. And you'll see that in Orb Plus, like it'll go from completely dark in here to there's light shining on my face and the light is still off. It goes from night to day. Very, very interesting of me because I did not expect to see myself wake up that early for something that I am very much so bound determined to be successful at. And honestly, if it works, it's a way of life. This will become more of a hobby, less of a profession, and I might actually get to see some decent content. Like, I want to make good content out of this, but I also want to be profitable on that, right? And to have both, times have to be like strictly maintained. Spendings have to be extremely like restricted. And I still think I can do both. Right now I can. As soon as we hit our 1 hour mark, we're gonna go to break. When I get back, I will have a program up, I think an editing program of sorts. I'm gonna set up. I'm gonna set up a source that displays the application window, and I'm gonna edit a small segment of intro outro stuff. It'll have music, it'll have sound effects, it'll have visual effects, it'll have the general gist, right? I want to make a new outro because I've gotten used to just fading into videos for the click because I get no one wants to see an intro. Just no one does. I'm not very elaborate when creating intros, and if I do, it'll probably be a fade-in intro, and then from that, it'll be like cut, split, name of game, and then from that point on, you'll have the content, and then the outro will be completely unique in my own. I get no one will probably watch it or see it, but it'll be an interesting outro nonetheless. Yeah, with that being said, let's have a break. I'll see you guys in about 10-20 minutes. BRB. Hi, I'm back early. Back early from break. Big yay. Yay, yay, yay. Let's go ahead and minimize this. Open this up. Community to resolve. Boom. We're going to take this. We're going to add a scene. We're going to capture... where is it? Not monitor, window. Capture window. Yes. Display window. This. Cool. We're gonna lock this, but we're also gonna go here. Not this. Why is that? Okay, fit to screen. Good. We're gonna transform, we're gonna center. So, center vertically, center horizontally. Absolute center. Good. We're gonna lock that in place. That's not gonna change anymore. We're gonna go back to this. Hi. Hey, what's up? Hello. Let's go ahead and fast disabled. This is good. This is good. I don't need you. And we're gonna take this. Oh wait, no, I have to go back here first. And this is gonna go to resolve. Why are you the way that you are? Okay, let's minimize you first. Why are you the way that you are? Why is there a block in the way? That doesn't look good. What the heck? Okay. It's capturing the full, like, the window's being captured correctly. It's not properties, that's the problem. It's the orientation. It's whatever's in front of this. Is it monitor? It's not monitor. It's not that. It's not window browser. Why is there a black block right here? I don't understand. Um, hmm. I is still here. I don't know how to edit this without, like, stuff. How about this? It's centered. That's good. Close. Okay, so that works. Is there a filter on it? Nope, no filter. And it's still capturing, like, it's capturing the full window. You can see it right there, right? All of that's being captured. But for some reason, the window is not wanting to cooperate. I'm not entirely sure what it is. That's game capture. That's display on monitor. This right here is application capture. Um, Properties, matched. Good. No, I don't know about that one. I'm gonna stay away from that because I don't think that would work. What in the world could it be? Do this, and then I'm gonna do. Oh wow, I actually. Huh. Okay. That's right, because beforehand I was using images to do that. Okay, so that would work. What I am going to do is this. I am going to take... Oh, I understand what I was doing now. Kinda. That was the last thing I did with this. I'm not giving up on it. I do want to get that, like, sorted out the way it's supposed to. Yeah, it's being weird. Don't want to minimize that. I'd like to actually, get to see it. Boom. The window changed, so it went dark. That's why. That was the thing. This is okay, so the bounding box is like the red box is in line with literally the I'm gonna delete this. Hang on. Yes. Yes. This. Application window. Where are you at? Window capture. App window. Good grief. This. This. Okay. So there is something on this scene, it seems, that is not working the way it's supposed to. And the bounding box, like, it's acting as though it's zoomed, like, way to flip in, which is not correct. Wait, no, how do I... this? Is it properties? It's not mixer, it's not transform. Preview scaling canvas 1920. No. No. That's bad. Scale the window. There we go. I want to lock preview. Okay. I know y'all can see the same thing I can. Like the black block on the right and then the main source on the left. Like, I know that's a thing for you guys. Let me see if it's actually showing up as that on Twitch, because... Red. Get this up. Come on. Yeah, it's showing the same thing. Okay, so there needs to be not scale filtering, blending mode, no, blending method, no. Not transition. Because when I pull up the properties, right, the source, like the window I'm wanting to capture, is correct. It's centered, it's within window, it's within frame. You can see end to end on the application. Everything about it's correct. So it's the preview window that's being a bit janky for some reason. Like, the image itself is smaller than the window. The block is off center. And then the black block to the right is not supposed to be there. I don't know what the heck is going on with it. Show in multi-view? No. No transition override. Is there a filter on the scene? Found it! The scenes can have filters. Who knew? I did not know that at all. This is getting locked. It's not changing ever again. So now I can do this. That should have changed. Oh, wait, no, because I have to do this first. So the display window on this specifically has to do that right there. Yeah, okay. Hello again. I can see you now. How you doing? Hey, what's up? Hi. Yeah, this is something else. So I am gonna actually edit this right quick because I want to get this eyeball back into my videos. I spent a lot of time on this eyeball. This eyeball is like this, but to me. I really, really like the work I did on this eyeball, and I want it to get, like, good. I want it good. First off, this here. Let's go ahead and I have a blur color effects. this. I see. So I can't do that. Okay. Every single thing I do, like, removes the flame across the top, and that is a problem because I can't remember exactly what it is that removes the ability for the flame to be there. This is a .exr file. Interesting. Yeah. We don't want to do this anymore. Instead, I also want this right here to be a thing. Let's do see ya next time. Just cause. This right here, we're gonna move to the left a little bit more. Let's put it here. I think that works. And then we'll have, for each of our outro bits, we'll have like 3 videos. No, we'll have the channels across the top. Or, hum. Big ol' hum. Because I have a unique opportunity now. I very, very well could just do this first, right? Bear with me, right? I could do this. Move it to -1000. There we go. So now that that's supersized, I could potentially Hey Joe, how you doing? Sorry, I just checked chat. I need to do this. I'm gonna turn on the PC first, so that way I can see chat, and then secondly, I'll get back to doing this. Hmm. So, I want to add the background from my outro, so if you look at my... Not that. None of these, because I've used those. I don't want to do that. Effects, no. I have to relink all of that. That's correct. It's correct. Music library, this. If that is not correct... I know what is. Relink selected clips. There we go. And from here, sound effects. That's supposed to have all of it. It does have all of it. Okay, so the music is now there, which is very good. Cancel. This is music. This is... What is this? Relink selected. Let's go to... None of those. I think it's going to be this. Sound effects. Yeah, I don't know if it's not an effects because we have that completely unveiled over there. This is something else. I think that is an effect that I removed earlier. Let's go to here. Let's go to... Yeah, let's go here first. Deleted sources, transparent images, video. Not that. Games for YouTube with sound. No. Okay, close. Fine. Fine. It's okay. I split those up into folders. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually remove them. Make things simple. And what I'm going to do, I'm still working on viewing you guys. That's what just queued up. Sorry if you guys are chatting and I haven't been responding. I'm legitimately, like, I'm trying to get chat queued up right now. Give me one moment, please. I'll remove all of this because I have all of this music good to go in another file. I just have to find it and relink it. Cancel, good. Boom, boom. Blah, 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 blah. Not interested in this though. Even though that is cool. Bro, at my ROTC, I got first place in the drill function. Very nice. Congratulations. Congratulations, Joe. Very, very nice. Give a round of applause to Joe, chat, because I've never been in ROTC, but I understand exactly what that guy has to go through to get to that. Very good job, Joe. Very nice. Well done. For real. Okay. This is what I'm after here. We have to... There is a lot to this. Of... Golly, I hate when you add a new folder, it adds it to the quick access bar. Like, go away. I'm trying to, like, work here. It's a bunch, man. Not a problem. You earned that. Honest, like, that's fire, dude. It really, really is. Okay, okay. I need to remove my problem ADHD self from this because I want to get a background for this before I do anything else. And every single time I go to try and find that background, I get distracted by something else, and it's just mind-numbingly just go there and get it. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try it. Try and get my head out of it. Just tune it out. Ugh. Anyway, I'm looking specifically for a video, a small clip I made a long time ago. Not this, this. It's not in sources. I don't think it'd be in transparent images. I can't believe I actually have these still. I can't believe those are even there. I don't need the YouTube library of music. Themes for YouTube with sound. I need to change that. Intros and outros. Hello, universal intro and outro. Intro file sequence. This is the EXR file. That is the source of the intro. I want my outro back. Universal outro. Snipped up, separated, everything separate from it. I want to take this, unlink. Boom. I want to delete this. I want to take this, put it over here. What's the fade out on this? What does that look like? Is there a fade out? There's not a fade out because that is a thing. So let's see if that... It looks like... Well... Okay, hang on. We're going to delete this. We're going to delete this. We're going to delete this. Okay. Now here, this one here, I want to actually put into center. Like, I want to reset this. That's the center? I have it offset? Why is it offset? I don't remember putting it offset. Now, I know that's magnetized. That can't extend any further, but that can. Okay, we're gonna group these together. Good. Okay. I want... Oh wait, no, I can't group them together just yet, because I still have to fix that. Maybe it's the zoom. No, it's not the zoom. Okay, so what the heck? What's the center? Not a problem, Joe. Not a problem. Does that look centered to you guys? Is this little eyeball with the... Hang on, let me rewind this. Yeah, there you go. So this little icon right here, this eyeball, it's very hard to see. I know it is. I'm about to fix that. What I want to know is if the lighting, if the eyeball and the little triangle thing is center in picture for you guys. So that way when I expand it like this, because that looks like it's off center. Like that really looks like, but I want double the size from it, and then I want to do this. It looks like because the bigger it is, it takes more left, right to move. For it to move, it's more left and right. Does that look centered to you guys? Thing is, it's also kind of nerve-wracking because I completely forgot. I have completely forgotten how to create this blank canvas that I have with the red cloud texture that I have on it. I completely forgot how to do that. So yeah. That looks centered. Let me know, please. I'd like to know if that's centered. At least for you guys. I like the music. I love what I did with the eyeball. Like when it phases in like that. What's the thing called? What's this effect called? It's called Blur Dissolve, and I haven't really done anything except horizontal strength set to 1. That's what I did to get that to phase in the way it does. The end result, I'd like for it to... Do I want it to phase out? I don't think I want it to phase out. I want the general picture to fade out. This has got me wanting to go back into Blender and edit this exact file to a fine-tuned point, and then render out the 600 keyframes that I created to get the desired result. This is a great thing for me to do, I think. Because I get a customized outro, and it removes my want/need for an intro. And I know from the images I create, so long as the file is present via the image, I can just create the files and then drag them into DaVinci, drag and drop, and it'll create that timeline. How do I want to do this? Because I have 3 channels I'd like to promote. Actually, I have 10 seconds to promote as many things as I'd like. I have 10 seconds. I can do anything with this footage. I like the fade in. I don't want to change that. I like the sound effect the way I have it. I don't want to change that. The sound effect after is a bit much for a small burn away, so we're going to get rid of that. The eyeball on fire is continuous, so it's going to stay there. Outside of that, I have Nefex is the one that's being stupid. So I need to... Why did I cut that the way I did it? That's... Huh? Hi, dog. I gotta find... this. Okay. I have it. Where's the file? Not that one. This one. Music. This and it's retribution. Boom. There we go. Music is satisfied now, and that is going to be turned down. That's already turned down for the holy crap. 15.0. Yeah. I have to turn that down 5 decibels for that to work. You know what? Here, I'm gonna do this. No. Negative 20. There we go. That's what I wanted. Because that music is so, like, if it's turned up to 10 to 15 to, like, anywhere between 10 and 15, it is in your eardrum and you can hear it. It's supposed to be an outro. It's supposed to be, ooh, look at this. It's an outro. You get channels here. You get videos here. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, it doesn't work if it's in your eardrum. I don't want to blow you guys' eardrums out. And when we play this back, I'm pretty sure the audio is actually included. It is. No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay, so the audio is not included, so y'all won't hear a thing. Ooh. But we'll have this set up, and when I play it back, I'll have my headphones on, and I can hear the audio, and it actually sounds kind of good. Kinda. We'll see how it sounds in a little bit. Anyway, with that being the case, I want to do that, but at the same time I don't, because I know as soon as I open up Blender, I'm going to be entering a world of why did I do this? I'm not good at Blender. I'm just not. And I know as soon as I fix something about this, the image is going to go bad, like really, really bad, and all of that fire I've worked so hard to put up there is going to disappear, and it's going to suck. Because I've had it in Blender save with this the way it's supposed to, right? And then immediately afterwards, I'd put it into something, and the fire would disappear. Or I would open it up via like Window Explorer, like Windows Image Viewer, and it just straight up disappear. I won't have the fire there, but everything else will be there. I don't want to close that. No, 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 no. I have an idea. I'm gonna do this. Wait, this is. I'm gonna link those first. I want to edit this visually because I want this. I want the eye to be visible. I want the colors to be more prominent because I spent time on the iris and I spent time on this crystal to get it like vibrant, not super bright, but very visible. There we go. Okay, so I want effects. I want something to really maybe relight. I don't know what just happened. Error. Error. Let's go ahead and reset this. See if that works. Brightness, let's set that back to 1. Oh my gosh. That was not what I was expecting to happen. That's directional, not point source, not spotlight. Okay, so that's the thing. What in the world happened? Huh? Okay, there's a lot to undo now. Give me back my original. There we go. That was after we undid the light. We just undid the relight. Applying this to this, I guess, creates a problem for the eyeball. Just just de factos it to its shape. Good grief. That's terrible. Right. Still streaming. Glow is not the way to go. Oh my gosh. Lens flare. No. Lens reflection. Ouch. Light rays. No. Oh, aperture diffusion? Diffraction, sorry. No. Golly. That's that's a big old yikes. that's a that's terrible. Golly. Okay. Light is not the way to go. Sure, let's see what Luma does. Luma Kier specifically. I don't know what I'm doing on that one, so I'm gonna leave it. Yeah, we're gonna leave that alone. No. I can get away with this. Because now I have fusion that I can actually use to output stuff. Tracker, magic match, blur, key, sizing 3D. I'm looking for gamma. I'm looking for something that can get color correction because there is a lot to this that color wheels. We want gamma up. Okay, gamma's not the way to go. What about this? There it goes. So there is the gamma. That's what it's supposed to do. We want that brighter. We don't want it so bright it looks bleached. I'm noticing two things. One, I'm noticing my fire gone, which is a problem. Oh, hello. But that did fix the look of the crystal and the eyeball. I can see everything about it now. That is what I want it to look like, but I also want my fire around this. Difficulty. My understanding is in order to get this the way I want it to, I actually have to go into here and be a wizard with some nodes. That's what I'm gathering from this. Is my mic active? Yes, it is. Good. Cool. I'm gonna do this. What did that say to do again? It said to use a combination of collect correction techniques and mass teams isolate the fire's appearance. You can start by applying a collect correction node to the overall image. Then use power windows or other masking methods. So just highlights, midtones, and shadows. And so isolate the fire with masks. Use power windows. Okay. See that. Good grief, brother. So I want to take this away. I want to delete this. I want to add merge. I'm not entirely sure how he got media in 2, media in 3, and then Polygon 1, but let's see. This is media 2. That looks right. Here it's polygon 1, but I'm not entirely sure. Shape. It is shape. Good. Oh, okay. And something's busted. So let's zoom out on this. I'll go all the way back to 100, and I'm going to continue reading. Hmm. Free fire. So I'm looking at an image detailing like the nodes I'm supposed to have up set up for this right here. Okay, these nodes are set up correctly. 1, this does not want to connect to this. 2, he has 3 media ins. He has a background which looks something like it's literally just his background, and then he has his clips or set of pictures as EXR file, right? That is legitimately his it's this, right? That's his media in 1. And then his media 2 is his background, whatever he wants to put, like, in the back, right? I don't want the fire in front of this. I want it in front of this. Right? This is the EXR file. This is where it's supposed to be. This should be media 1, as far as I know. What I'm viewing before, this is what I'm viewing after. Glad I have that figured out. With that being the case, that's the correct media. That's exactly what's supposed to be there. Know what I'm doing. Okay, so this controls that. Or this section, like selecting this controls this side. Boom, right? I'm learning a lot about this. Trying to get the fire like separate so that way when I go to edit the gamma and everything else about this image, right, I can like brighten it up and make it look as good as it did a second ago, right? The merge just takes this, puts it with this, then takes this and applies it to both of these at the same time, and then puts it over here. I think I need to separate this. Because this is my background. I don't want anything happening with this thing. Right now, my primary goal is to get this here, because it's a transparent background, and the fire separate. This seems like a colossal waste of time, but I am learning a little bit. Just a little bit. Takes me a while to learn stuff. I don't know. So this is background, media 3. He has his background set to this. And media out set to this. Let's just do that. Media out set to this. Background set to this. Plain and simple. I think this is incorrect. That just says polygon. Polygon 1 is what that says. And it's orange. It's not. Well, I guess it's a color corrector. Okay, so maybe I was right. Maybe I was right. Let's just do that again. This here, shape. No, not that. Yep, shape, polygon. But this. This is not the correct panel. Is it style? Is it this? Nope. Okay, so I think this is wrong. Because selecting this is supposed to change the color, but it doesn't. So delete this, add tool. Nope. Okay, so this is the only one like it. Looking at this here, it's got... Oh, I'm wrong. Connected, the background has this. This is what I'm after. Hard to tell what he has set up over here because he has 3 media ins. Maybe this is the wrong one. Because I'm wanting specifically the fire to stay visible while manipulating a color. This is putting a fire on a person, right? And then masking it to make it look a little bit more natural, like the person's actually on fire. The orientation works, but it's not what I'm after. I see. That makes sense. So EXRs are the files that can hold transparent pixels that grant me fire. When I manipulate a color inside of DaVinci Resolve, such as gamma, lift, gain, offset, whatever, to brighten up the picture, it kills the dead pixels because it's manipulating the colors on the solid objects themselves, making the transparent pixels non-existent because it transforms it from an EXR file over to a PNG. There are only two ways to really get fire to stay the way it is, and either A, I have to create some geometry in Blender that the fire will be affected with, and use it to add luminance to the scene in the compositor of my choice, Fusion, in DaVinci Resolve, or even as a video track over the original footage in DaVinci, which is what I'm doing, right? That's just drag and drop the image, have it compiled over another image, and then the transparent stays there. But the problem is when I manipulate the colors on that specific image itself, fire disappears. Problem. So second solution is add masks on the footage that I'm wanting and select a color correction and try to recreate the effect on other elements of the scene. This is difficult. Just a little bit difficult. Um, so my understanding is this might actually have to be done in the original file in Blender. I might have to figure out a way to manipulate the luminance in that to get it to work. Okay. So I'm going to delete all of this now. Because that is where I want it to be. Let's go ahead. Not this. This. It's brightened up. Maybe Fusion? It was Fusion. About this. Because right now, this works the way I want it to. I have my exact number of keyframes that I need to get that to work the way it is supposed to. Let's customize everything else about this. Because editing that source file is going to be a massive task. Massive, massive. So, being said, let's go ahead and just edit everything else. Right now, we want words. I like that. What was it? What was that word we did a second ago? Not black border. Down. 65 works. Bring it over to the corner as well, just to create some offset. That works. Okay. So that being the case. Hmm. 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 Do I even need text? I don't think I do, because the eye is going to be here. The general channel will be here. There'll be one channel here, one channel here, and then the crystal at the very bottom is going to have a video here. So maybe we can get away with doing this. I could probably do that, like get away with shrinking this and creating another, not a layer, but increasing this all the way around and like decreasing the shape of this. So the end result is I have a cloud I'm sitting on, and then this right here being its thing. How about that? Because we're not manipulating the sound right now. We're manipulating general imagery. So I'm gonna create a fourth thing, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look up a GIF of clouds. Hmm. I got some work to do. Because I could create the same thing in Blender. Just a wall of cloud is what I'm looking for. Nope. So how about this? How about this? We'll save this file. Boom. Let's save this project, shall we? Because this is what we're after. This is what we are on and about right now. DaVinci's gonna get closed. Let's open up Blender. We haven't opened up Blender in such a long time. Such a long time. You have a black window on your screen. Let me get to window, this, Blender. Hello, Blender. Good. We're gonna create a general new file. We want what the heck? There it goes. Okay. Sorry about that. Stream just took a second. Oh, I'm still on the. This right here is what we're after. So we're gonna do this. Oh my gosh, has it been a minute since I've controlled any of this? Okay. Let's create this a 10 by 10 by point 001. That works. Good. Okay, from here we want to create smoke. Be away. Hmm. Yappertown. So currently that's what my smoke looks like. I'm wrong about this one. My goal is fairly simple. I want to try and make an actual, like, good-looking smoke out of this. Not that. Dadgummit. Go away. I don't want you. I want this. Watching a YouTube video to figure out how to make this, just so y'all know. And then manipulating settings as I see fit. I like the density. I do. Density is good. Temperature. I think a good 4.5 will do for us. I am working on a smoke domain, right? In Blender. My goal is to create a new backdrop for the outro that I'm wanting to create, right? Because in DaVinci, when you manipulate the color on a transparent pixel from an EXR file, it straight up deletes that transparent pixel. And so when I manipulate it, it's just not there. And creating a mask is just as complex as creating a new file from scratch. And so my goal is to essentially take the source file, plug it into this file, create a new backdrop, have the same image, and with any luck, have both of this backdrop and the source file with luminance in Blender, export it out, and then sent to DaVinci Resolve as a single file, EXR file, so that way I don't have to mess with the lighting at all because it will have already been applied in Blender. The goal is to light up the eyeball and the crystal and to keep the fire at the same time. In order to do that, I have to add luminescence to the actual area in Blender, and then from that put it into EXR imagery, and then from that into the timeline on DaVinci Resolve. I'm currently looking at a video to determine what the heck I'm supposed to do about a smoke domain, because my general thought process is if I can have smoke like clouds, think like you're in the sky looking down at the city in GTA, right? Except imagine the entire view you have is clouds, similar to the definition of, I think it's Black Ops 3's campaign. I took an image of it a while ago. I remember seeing that though and thinking, okay, this would look cool for a brand. So my thought process is take something like that, but not in the same retrospect, but have it a uniqueness to it, right? And then from that, put the eyeball with on fire and crystal in the middle of it, and then make that a single 10-second motion picture, right? And then once that's out the way, plug it into DaVinci, add music, sound effects for the phase in, phase out of the eyeball, as well as the image around. And then from that, of course, throw in text, and then when I go to post a video onto YouTube, I'll have different aspects within that edited out, so where it will be perfect, and the result being you have the same setup we do for outros on videos for orb or plus or minus, and it'll have text saying see you later, and then videos and the other channels you can go to and subscribe, as well as the links, affiliated links down below. This is what I'm envisioning. This is what I think is going on. This is what I want to happen. Right now I'm working with the domain and the shade editor. I'm looking. You can tell I've never messed with Blender. This is so bad. Okay. This is what I think I'm supposed to be doing. It's middle mouse button to do that. Okay. I'm learning slowly. I know. This is so bad. I believe this is the. I have to go to this for it to work. I have to BRB and it's due for our break. BRB chat. Sorry, Joe. I know you just got back. I know you did. This is gonna take a while for me to edit, so yeah. I've still got 15 minutes. I'm planning on spending another hour on this, to be completely honest. BRB. And how rude am I? I'm sorry, Joe. I really am. I didn't mean to abandon you the way I did. I know that's bad of me as a host. Someone offered me breakfast, had to go and grab some. And I'm still also working on the cloud domain for domain expansion Blender. So on the domain, there is apparently a shader editor. Um, wrong. Wasn't there a way to create a new? Yeah, there is right here. Shader editor. This is what we want. This is what I want. This is what Buddy on the video was saying stuff about. That works. Timeline, that's good. Trying to figure this out. Really am. There you go. That's what I'm looking for. Trying to find where. Nope. This. So that's an outliner, and this is this. Gold. This is the setup I've been trying to hunt down. Sorry. Sorry that took forever. I'm getting there. Slowly. Okay. That being the case. Want to do. Let's rewind this. Press play. gonna get to work on this like pronto. I think this will be my weekend project that I'm working on. My goal is fairly simple. I want to recreate the outro to my videos and make it more universal, more visually appealing, much more graphic, much more creative, right? With that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. If you did, drop a follow, subscribe. I understand we had a lot I covered early on, and it was just me looking at a screen while you guys watched me finick with a block and blender for the last hour. Yeah. I do hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I do intend on getting better at editing videos. Of course, a step in that process is actually getting to edit videos and getting really good at it. So, I think that's what I'll do next Wednesday's stream. I'll just edit a video on stream. I'll find a video, and then I'll have a little fun with it. And from there, we'll continuously get better. How about that? We'll edit a video, and we're going to make it really, really good. It's going to be a very good video, or it's not going to be a video at all. Okay? Okay. I'll see you guys in the next stream. Peace out. And the VOD to this will be uploaded to Patreon as well as Orbs Vault. Just so we're on the same page. I'll see you all in the next one.